Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I want you to check out Bondy's Boutique and get some of my merch, y'all. I've added some new things like my mermaid cups and the mermaid tees, and also the Shake Them Tits mugs. All right, you asked for it and you got it. Check out Bondy's merch at Bondy's Boutique.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and yes, we are back for Real Housewives of Atlanta. The last part, y'all. Thank you, Jesus. This shit is over. I'm happy about that. Okay? Thoroughly happy about it. Before I get into it, Sandbird, I smell good, bitch. Look down below in my description box where you can get, a discount on signing up for Sandbird, where you can get little perfume size goodiness, to try out before you spend $100 on some expensive ass perfume that doesn't mix well with your body chemistry. Okay, so yeah, y'all do that. Also, my PayPal is down there. All right, my Patreon is down there, as well as my Cash App is down there. So if you feel the need to donate, okay, my birthday is next month. At the end of the month, I'm excited. Okay, so if you want to add to the fun, go ahead and do that because you enjoyed the video. All right, so my service is rendered and shit. Anyway, let's get into this. So, did something happen in the closet with Portia's belt? That's where we're going to begin, okay? Nene says, look, don't go back and forth with me about this, okay? We're not about to go back and forth. You are not about to make me feel bad about having a breakdown. I'm like, bitch, ain't nobody trying to make you feel bad about that, okay? Someone asked about her not following her own advice. That same advice that she gave to Portia about keeping her hands off people in front of cameras, okay? She didn't follow her own advice when she came at little Portia the way she did, okay? And the way she came at the producer and the cameraman. Apparently, she beat everybody ass in that bitch that day, okay? And for everybody that think that, that's the way it should go because she was in her own home, fuck out of here with that shit. Once you open up your home to be a set, this all of a sudden changes the dynamics of the type of shit you allowed to do in your home. Sorry, but you're getting paid for that. Okay? You're getting paid for that. And what you're getting paid to do is to film your fucking life. So yes, if you asked for them not to go in your closet and they still did, and you got upset and said y'all doing too much, and then pushed everybody out your closet, fine. But to choke the producer, bitch. She choked the producer, okay? Said she knocked the producer tooth out his mouth or something like that, and he had to go to the hospital. Somebody's tooth got knocked out over this shit, and she still got her fucking job. Y'all, that is magical. That is magical. Get the shit out of my face if you feel like that was an appropriate response to this shit. And I believe that she was more mad at production than she really was at Candy or Portia, because even though she did put her hands on Portia, she could lie all she wants to, but the video parts that they did show us, to me, that shit added up to exactly what Portia was saying, okay? So Portia says that was a read. That wasn't advice. That wasn't advice. That was a read to me. And now she up here doing the same thing, putting her hands on people. Nene says that when Portia drugged Kenya's ass, she was the only one on her side, okay? She always like to remind you what she did for you. Did one thing for you her whole fucking 5, 6, 7, 8 years of knowing your ass. Did one thing for you. Gonna bring that shit up like she did everything she could possibly do out your whole life for you. I cannot. She work on my nerves, okay? Let me get my words. They asked Nene, did she regret anything that she did during Closet Gate? And she said, no. If anything, it was the cursing, the profanity. Bitch, you always cursing. Why do you now feel bad about cussing? That's all you do. Girl, don't do me, okay? And Andy is like, what about you touching people? And touching didn't really bother her at all, okay? Portia says that, like I said, one of the other guys' tooth got knocked out and he had to go to the hospital. Eva says that Nene wasn't wrong for putting her hands on anyone. They disrespected her inside her own home, and after you disrespect someone in their home, that's the way it is. And I'm like, let's not do that. Let's not do that, okay? I'm gonna tell you why let's not do that. Because at the end of the day, this is not a private home situation. This is a situation where you've invited these people into your bedroom to tape. And to be so upset as to knock somebody's tooth out to scratch up on somebody's back, tear their shirt, to almost assault a pregnant lady. I just think that's way too much for some shit you getting paid for. That's all I'm saying, y'all, okay? Candy said that the man had his hands up the whole time Nene was beating his ass, so that it would be very clear that he was not actually engaging in the fight and that she was the one being physical. And I'm telling y'all right now, she lucky them people didn't fucking press charges against her, because I'm sure they, you know, could have. Unless they got it in a contract that say, hey, if you get beat up by a cast member, that's, you know, that's, you gotta take the L. That's it. Okay, and I think that's messed up. Candy begins to explain how, well, we didn't take her seriously when she first told us not to go in the closet. It was all laughs and giggles. Okay, it wasn't until she came storming into the closet and I ran out and Portia was still in there, and then I saw what she did to the producer, okay, and then I realized it was time to go, okay. Okay, Candy said after all of that shit happened, you know, she came down the stairs aggressively, okay. I say it was aggressively, I felt it was aggressively, okay, and from what I understand about what you did to everybody else that was in the fucking room, yeah, bitch, aggressively. And Portia says Nene has no remorse, and that's the problem. She doesn't feel bad at all for what she did. Tanya jumps in and she says that it was very scary, and she just pounced, and she pounced aggressively, I mean furiously. That's what she said. She was fast and she was furious. I was like, bitch, why is you playing with us right now? Talking about Nene was fast and furious, okay? Marlo was also in the mix, but Marlo swear up and down that none of this shit happened, okay? They asked Marlo about why she was screaming that Portia's pregnant. Marlo says that she just was saying that because she didn't want Nene to put her hands on her, but she didn't see anything. And I'm just like, girl, if you don't get your head up out of Nene's ass long enough to tell the truth, but they're gonna sit on this motherfucking stage and talk about how much you can't stand a liar. Like, bitch, for real, we don't even know what you doing. You ain't never kept it 100, and I know you one of them people that live by that frame of mind that, oh, I just didn't tell you. That's not lying. Omitting information for the sake of preserving an already fucked up ass image, Marlo, is lying, my dear. It's lying, okay? So I want you to stop with the bullshit, all of that perpetrating and grandstanding you do when it comes to the other ladies on the stage, as if your funky ass don't have at least 10 mug shots talking about what I've done in my life. Get out of my face with that shit. The only reason anybody's throwing the shit that you've done in your face is because the way you come at other people's necks for no fucking reason at all. Ain't nobody said nothing to you, looked at you, even mentioned the fact that they could tell that that's a wig on your head because your edges ain't all the way glued down, bitch. Okay? Okay? Tanya says that she and Marlo both got up. Okay, and were like, she's pregnant, get off of her. Okay, Marlo says that Tanya is lying. Portia says that Nene said, I said get out, and that's when I realized, oh, this is serious. Somehow my belt comes off and I felt someone push me and I was thrust forward. And when they play it back, we see Marlo coming to grab Nene and bringing Nene up, because Nene said that I wasn't even behind you, girl. Talking about she wasn't behind Portia in the closet hallway. Yes, the fuck she was. And at that moment, you could see Portia trying to laugh it off because the people outside don't realize how serious shit just got inside the closet. So she's trying to laugh it off, but you can see her fixing her belt and shit. So I believe everything that Portia said about what happened based off of the clips that they did show us, and they know they low down because I know they got footage of what really went down. I don't know who Nene got naked pictures of, but I just feel like she got the right person wrapped around her fucking pinky finger to be getting away with all of the shit she been getting away with on this season. Then we talk about how Portia called over there and somebody accidentally picked up the phone. I feel like somebody picked up the phone on purpose so they could hear what Nene was saying. Okay, they just didn't say nothing on the phone. That's what I think. And Candy says that, you know, days later, after she gave her a chance to calm down, she called her and apologized, and they apologized to one another. Portia says that Candy was just covering her ass, okay? Because Candy is like, I was not trying to throw you under the bus, Portia. I mean, we had just got back cool. We was just friends again. And Portia says, no, we bonded after that situation, okay? And I'm like, child, yes the hell y'all did. Y'all went out together after that. We hadn't seen y'all go out together without the whole group in a long time, bitch, okay? So then we talk about Cynthia and Mike and how cute they are and how everyone except for Nene and Marlo seems to be happy for her, but in the moment we'll put on and act like we're the most supportive. Bitch, no you not. No, you're not. Okay, then we talk about how Mike and Leon get along and how the fans always want Leon and Cynthia to get back together and all of that. That's not gonna happen. Let Leon live his free life out here, okay? And let Cynthia be all goofy and in love and shit with Mike Hill and her chill thing, okay? Like, let her do her chill thing. They talk about Noelle and how when she first went back to school, she started out with some issues, but she ended up working it all out and she's doing well. They asked Cynthia would she consider moving to LA if Mike Hill asked her to, because he's always mentioning marriage. And she says, yes, I would consider it. Yes, I would. And then, you know, you could just feel the hate coming from Marlo and Nene. Just hate. Okay? They the type of bitches I feel like just hate anybody that's happy in their life or comfortable in their own, you know, skin the way Cynthia is. People always trying to call Cynthia weak, but I feel like at this point, Cynthia is one of the strongest people on the show because she's been able to play her position for so long without really breaking down. And then on top of that, I feel like Cynthia carries herself in a way that shows I'm a grown-ass woman. I know who I am, okay? I know what I look like. I know what I have to offer, and I know my value, okay? Now, she might let Nene put her in a position of, you know, a child every once in a while, more than every once in a while. But at this point, I can see that Mike's dick has given Cynthia the confidence that she needs to be like, fuck you to all this bullshit, okay? And that's just how I feel about it. Then we get on Eva in her truth, all right? Eva doesn't regret going into debt for her wedding. I'm like, child, neither do I. Neither do I. It was a beautiful experience. I had a great time. It was the best vacation I ever had in my damn life. The wedding was awesome. Like, so yeah, I totally agree on that front. Fuck out of here, okay? Like, just because you spending other people's credit cards don't make it right, Marlo, okay? For you to be judging somebody, all right? Just because you stealing from everybody else and you ain't got no credit of your own, bitch. Don't get mad at us. When we use up our real credit, bitch, not somebody else's, not some old person who done passed away, okay? Look, what they say about the bitch and what they say what she do, okay? Scamming asshole. Anyway, so the wedding cost about $240,000. Even Andy was in awe of that. And he's like, you know, what kind of jobs did you get to make sure you weren't in debt for that situation? And she was like, man, you can get a lot of money off Instagram posts. And I'm like, these old ass people act like they don't know. And Shamari over there like, oh girl, I need to get with that post. I'm like, no bitch, you need to get with that following, okay? Like, that's what this is about. Then we get on more than one of Eva's bridesmaids spilling all of this tea about her living situation. And Candy says that it is true because Marlo is like, it's three. And Candy is like, it is more than one because somebody besides Marlo has told me about it, okay? And I'm like, oh, okay, so Eva don't know how many of her friends she really got beef with. I'm gonna tell you, I see the type of person that Eva is, and she probably was a bridezilla in one way or another, but for some reason that wasn't being shown, and I don't understand why, because I feel like that probably would have been way more interesting than keeping Nene as the main focus for the whole fucking season. I don't care what nobody say. It seemed like there was enough drama transpiring in the coming up days to Eva's wedding that should have been more of a focus than this shit that they gave us. It's all about Nene and all of this shit by the time we get to the end of the season, and then just a little sprinkles of other shit in there somewhere, okay? Marlo says that, girl, they're dropping dates, okay, and times and addresses and everything on you. And Eva says that, you know, because they asked her about has she had lesbian relationships with women in LA, specifically a married woman whose name starts with a C. And, you know, Portia was like, oh, they gave you all of that? And Shamara's like, yeah, that's too much information. I'm like, oh, you tapping in? She over there about to fall asleep, bitch. Eva says that she has had sexual relationships with women, and she's not going to get into the specificities of it anyway. But I just kind of feel like, who the fuck cares? Whose business is that? Marlo, bitch, we don't know nothing about you. I don't understand, y'all. Eva is more upset about Nene coming to her saying that she didn't have a mic on, knowing that she did. And here's the thing that makes me mad about Nene. She act like Eva has no right to be upset about that because this is what she gets paid to do. Yet she knew that Eva would be upset with her when she was walking over to her. She was like, ooh, Eva gonna be so mad at me. But see, now that more than just, you know, Eva have a problem with you, you're not going to accept responsibility for anything that you've done that's underhanded or that you would have expected somebody to treat you better with. And that's the thing that makes me mad. If the shoe was on the other foot, she would feel just as betrayed, just like she's trying to act like this situation with Cynthia and Candy is this huge betrayal. Bitch, jump off a fucking bridge with this bullshit. Betrayal. Girl, I cannot, y'all. I cannot. Nene says, girl, why do I need to give you a heads up? And Nene says that she's sorry Eva feels the way she does. But Blue, we don't give a fuck. Then we get on Marley's donor. Okay, y'all know that's Kevin McCall, who just recently got arrested for abusing his current girlfriend, from what I understand. And you know, y'all can look that up because that happened like a week ago, and I didn't talk about it because I kind of wanted to wait until now. And you know, it wasn't really much information, but it's, you know, just another situation that proves that he is the person that Eva says that he is. Okay, she says that it was not just local PD, the FBI were involved in what was going on with him and her. And I'm like, girl, the FBI, how and for what? Since when do they, you know, handle domestic violence? Like, the fuck? I don't know if I believe that portion of the story, but I mean, who knows? Maybe he beating bitches across state lines, and that's when the FBI gets involved. Marlo is rolling her eyes, and Eva is getting emotional and tearing up, and Eva says that she was always supposed to move, because they kept talking about her moving, but apparently the homegirls put out her ID with their messy asses, so now her address is out there, so now she has to move. And they were being malicious with the shit, okay? Marlo wants to know if she and Shanita had a relationship, considering how mad Shanita is at her. And everybody is like, girl, I know you're not fucking talking, because then Andy is like, so wait, did you have a sexual relationship with Nene? Because we all remember how you sprayed all her information about the white man she was fucking with, running behind her at events and shit, by wigging it and all of that. Let's not forget about that season when Marlo was friends with Kenya and went at Nene's fucking neck, and now you want to sit up there and act like what you did wasn't that bad, huh? Oh, okay. Okay, Marlo, jump off a bridge, bitch. Jump off a bridge. I'm just saying, like, I came with her, okay? And Candy was like, yes, you did. You did some fucked up stuff. And Marlo thinks Eva is a fraud. And I'm like, girl, it takes one to know one, doesn't it? They asked why she didn't save the money, you know, and extend the lease and all of that shit, and I just said it was because they put her address out there. So y'all, let's get the Kenya gate. Look, everything is a fucking gate. Closet gate, Kenya gate, bitch. Everything's an issue and a problem and a catastrophe and a betrayal, and you know, it's too much. It's dramatic for no fucking reason at all. And nothing actually happened this season, but yet so much did. Nene says that there was nothing wrong with Kenya being invited to the party. There was nothing wrong with that. But see, Cynthia felt so strongly that I should tell Eva about Giovanna, but then couldn't give me that same respect. I feel like I wish she would stop using that as an excuse, because that proves absolutely nothing. First, I don't have a problem with her, but she still should have told me something, because she told me that I should have told. What the fuck that got to do with this? Like, I don't understand. Giovanna is not a part of the clique. Giovanna is not a part of the show. She's not on the cast. And this was going to be a close situation at Nene's house. All right, Cynthia has explained this time and time again about how she felt like these were two different situations, but she also thoroughly apologized and licked the bottom of Nene's crack in order to make this right. And for some reason, we still holding up betrayal in the air like it's a badge of honor or something like that. And I can't, because I feel like this is not that big of a deal for the way that Nene is reacting to it, especially when you keep throwing out there that you don't have a problem with Kenya. No, bitch, you jealous of Kenya because you always felt like Kenya was coming for your spot. So when Kenya was off the show, you was happy about that shit. But now that it seems as if Candy and Cynthia might be trying to get her back on the show, you upset. But from what I understand, your ass has been vying to get Phaedra's ass back on the show. Now, I don't know if that's tit for tat, but bitch, just stop it, okay? Just stop it. If Candy Candy and Cynthia want Kenya back on the show, I don't understand why you can't just play your role as the villain just like you did all them other seasons that Kenya was on. Why is it such a big damn deal? Cynthia says that, okay, maybe she should have told Nene, but she felt like that was ridiculous. Nene doesn't believe Kandi and Cynthia in their explanation. She just keeps saying it was a betrayal and she doesn't believe them. And Cynthia says, hear me or not, I don't give a damn. And you know, betrayal. Cynthia is over it at this point. Portia says that she can't, you know, she can't make a mistake. Like, what's the problem? And that's when you see Tanya and Eva. Oh no, girl, you know you can't make a mistake with her. And it's like, that's so funny because Nene does some of these same fucked up things to people, but she can make these mistakes and nobody else can. Andy says it's also, we hearing you whispering to Mike that you have to act like you didn't know Kenya was coming. And yes, when Cynthia started to explain herself, it really did sound like she was bullshitting. But I think what she meant was, I hadn't even had a conversation with Nene yet, so I was like, I gotta just, you know, make sure she know that I didn't know. I gotta act like I ain't have no idea that the bitch was coming, because she thought she might come, but she didn't know if she really would, okay? But she didn't want to upset Nene because Nene was already in her bag, so she was trying to keep that information away from Nene just to keep Nene from being even more bothered than she already was. This was all about Cynthia walking on fucking eggshells so that she wouldn't have to fight with Nene about Kenya being at her party. Like, at the end of the day, we know that that's what this is about. I don't see how that's such a big betrayal. Maybe if you wasn't such an asshole, people wouldn't feel the need to hide things from you the way that they do, okay? Portia says, what about when Kenya said that Cynthia knew she was coming? And Cynthia was like, she was saying that, like, girl, come on, you knew I was gonna come and support you. And I understood that too, and I understood the tone in which Kenya said it, and that might have been exactly what happened. Like, I don't think that Kandi and Cynthia are lying, but I also feel like even if they are, this is still not that big of a deal to me. So they asked about Kenya ignoring Nene at the party, and Eva, I don't know why, but I feel like Eva still hopes that she and Nene will be able to make up later on. So she kind of comes in and really grabs the back for Nene every once in a while throughout the, you know, these couple of reunion parts, and I just kind of feel like it's also ass kissy. It seems ass kissy to me. Tell me if y'all know what I'm talking about. Because she jumps in and says that Nene really did try to talk to Kenya, and Kandi was like, was it before or after you called her a buffalo? Nene says that Kandi isn't important to this story. She's not important to this, and Kandi was like, okay, whatever. Like, girl, don't start. Don't start, all right? Don't start, none won't be none, okay? Nene says that, you know what, she's more upset at herself than she is at Cynthia, okay? But she's good. She's good on a whole nother way. And Cynthia like, yeah, she done with me now. Just like she do everybody else, you know, she gonna just go ahead and say fuck me now over this little bitty ass shit. And Marlo or Andy said something about, you know, it seems like she's trying to meet you halfway and you running out the door. And Cynthia says, yeah, because I can't run fast enough behind her ass. And then Marlo was like, oh, that's so mean. And Portia is like, oh, but how is that mean when she say it, but not when she say it? I'm like, oh, Portia is on it tonight, okay? Portia is clocking all of these little things. I was like, Portia, you better do it, girl, okay? Marlo sees Cynthia as the bigger person, which is why she said that. And Cynthia said, bitch, I'm tired of being the bigger person. And Nene says, y'all can't tell me that this is not a betrayal. This don't look like a betrayal. And Cynthia says, I don't give a damn what it looked like. The fact that you wouldn't give me, your friend who has been so supportive of you for all these years, the benefit of the doubt, that's fucked up. Andy says, are, you know, you really willing to throw away this relationship with Cynthia? You said time and time again how supportive she is to you. Are you really ready to throw away this relationship? And Nene don't give a shit because she doesn't believe anything that Cynthia has said. And then she jumps into how she's the one and everybody wants to fight her and she must be the one and all of this shit. And Eva says that Nene's feelings are valid. And I feel like Eva should really shut the fuck up. Like, please stop trying to make sure that you eventually have an end with her, okay? Cynthia said it did look bad. She's not saying it didn't look bad, but at the same time, nobody wants to talk about the fact that Nene called her weak in the same fucking episode. So it's like, you can talk about me bad, friend, but God forbid I lie about my other friend coming to my public event where y'all ain't even gotta be next to each other. Y'all could be on opposite sides of the damn room. So they asked Cynthia what she gets out of her friendship with Nene, and she was like, child, I don't know, ask her. And then Nene said, child, I don't know, y'all ask her what she gets out of her friendship with me. And I'm like, girl, pain and heartache. Pain and motherfucking heartache. Cynthia says that, you know, being friends with Nene has not been easy. And Portia says that she's sad about their friendship. Even if she's not friends with her or not as close with Cynthia, she's sad about seeing their friendship not be the way she thought it was. Candy and Portia are good. And Candy says she understands that her team might be an issue with Portia because Portia doesn't like her team, but Candy's never gonna go against her team, okay? And Portia says, look, after I drop baby PJ, it's all good, okay? Because I just want to protect my energy while I was carrying PJ, so that's it. But after I drop the baby, it's back on. I will be at the events. And Candy's like, okay, that's fine with me. We good now. Everybody say we good, okay? And I understand that totally. So then we gotta pull fortunes like they did when they went to Tokyo. Shamari will receive a Rolex watch, which is shade to Portia. Candy will become close friends with a current foe. I feel like that was actually for her. Hers might have been the only one that was for her. Nene will go to someone's party and throw up in their bathroom. Okay, shade to Shamari. Eva's talent will continue to afford her fame and fortune as long as a friend doesn't steal it away. I feel like that was her own shade right there. And Cynthia said that she could do for a makeover. And I feel like that was shade to Shamari. I'm like, y'all shade the fuck out Shamari. Portia will run into Yvonne and know exactly who she is. And I thought that shit was hilarious. And then they pray over baby PJ, and that is that. And I am so glad that it is over. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Y'all comment down below and tell me, do y'all want me to review Portia special? Because I just might. So y'all comment down below. I'll poll y'all and we'll see what happens next week. All right, I love y'all. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.